It's Sports Frenzy! Sports Frenzy!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, or good morning for you guys. This is Sports Frenzy, Season 7, Episode 5. Hopefully you are experiencing a wonderful experience today and not a bug experience like you have the past few weeks. We do apologize here at Sports Frenzy for this, and we are diligently working very hard on resolving all of these issues we are having. Our IT department and our tech support and our nerds are working extremely hard to fix it.
Did you just say our nerds?
Yes.
Okay. I'm a nerd.
I am too.
I haven't been able to fix the problem. What is the problem? You know, you might. Well, this part of the show you actually got to see last week, so...
Yeah, for whatever reason, 9 minutes into the show, I just decided, I'm done recording for right now, I'm going to relax. So Tim and I continued talking for the next 20 more minutes and realized it
was a great hour of show there, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're getting used to, just you and I talking about sports, and nobody's seeing it, so...
We had a lot of good information for you guys that week, too, so...
Yeah.
Oh, well, what else is new?
Yeah.
Our earlier time slot's really paying off.
Heck yeah.
I don't know. Go figure. We recorded a show earlier. We both have day jobs instead of shooting at 12 o'clock at night. And heck breaks loose.
Well, what the heck? Let's just go back to midnight shoots, Tim.
Oh, yeah, sure, because you'd be up for that.
Yeah. If anything, I'd be up more for like a 4 a.m. shoot. That way I could go to bed early, wake up in the morning. I bet you we wouldn't have any... I bet Skype would work really good at 4 in the morning.
At 4 in the morning?
You could sit there and, drink your lemonade. I could sit there and drink my coffee. I could be like, hey, no, let me take a bite of my cereal here, everybody. Well, before we get into too many bugs here and have too many issues, Let's get some picks.
No. I think we should probably talk at least until the 9-minute mark.
Well, no, because apparently, as I recall, I think we had talked about doing something like that because, maybe that'll fix the early bugs in the episode. Oh, but no. Now we'll have bugs at 9 minutes. So apparently we only have 1 minute to do all the picks, Tim. So rapid fire picks. I have Adrian.
No, we are not doing rapid fire on the picks edition.
Okay. All right. Well, we're opening up this week, as we have the past 5 other weeks, with high school. Wait. Let's see if I can remember it, Tim.
Let's see. Okay, hold on. Let me get this.
High school football.
Wait, what?
High school football?
No.
I missed something.
All right, high school, it's high school football.
That's right. Like that, right?
I'm not exactly sure why. If it's closer to the mouth or closer between your nose and mouth. So it's like high and then like a bird.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about the high school.
So high school
football.
Which I'm like.
High school football.
Yep.
All right. Or I could just do this too. This week, we have a Friday night game at 7 p.m. I know, it's a shocker. A Friday night high school football game at 7 p.m.
It's pretty weird.
I know. We have the 0 wins, 6 loss Dexter.
Wrong one.
Hey, there it is. They're heading to Adrian, who has a record of 3 wins, 3 losses. I have Adrian.
I'm going to go with Adrian as well. Next up, we have another 7 o'clock game tonight.
I always forget this thing.
I was going to say, what's that smirk about, Rose? He disappears for a second and comes back smiling. I don't know if I like that or not. Our next game is 4 wins and 2 losses, Summerfield. And they are traveling to the 4 wins and 2 losses, the Clinton Redskins.
I'm going with Mary's alma mater, Tim's wife, Clinton.
I've got Clinton as well.
Next, Friday night game, 7 p.m. We have the 1 win, 5 losses, Onstead.
I got these all backwards.
Uh-oh. There it is. They're heading to the 2 wins, 4 losses, the Dundee Vikings. I am actually going to go with Onstead this week.
Oh, man.
And the reason I'm doing that is because Blissfield beat Dundee last week 20-6, and earlier this season, Blissfield beat Onstead 12-0. So it was a close game between Onstead and Blissfield, but Blissfield last week beat Dundee 20-6.
I'm going to go with Onstead as well. Just because, you know, I am an Onstead guy now, so I do live in Onstead. All right, next up we have another 7 o'clock game on a Friday night. That is so strange.
It is. This is a
it's
rarity.
Like all these teams play at the same time or something.
It's a miracle.
We have 2. What?
Miracle.
2 wins, 4 losses. Blissfield getting their 2 wins against some pretty big teams, actually.
The Blissfield Royals are a lot like the Detroit Lions. They beat teams that they're supposed to lose to, but then they lose to teams that they're supposed to beat.
Now, Jamie, that's not a very fair comparison, and that is being very mean to Blissfield because they actually have 1 more win than the Lions do.
This is true.
Yep. The Blissfield deserves a little respect this year. They beat. Who'd they beat?
Who, Blissfield?
They beat
Onstead and Dundee.
And who was the other one?
Dundee.
Dundee. Okay. Yeah, we just talked about that.
It's okay, Tim.
But Onstead.
See, aren't you glad we don't shoot anymore at midnight?
I don't know. I actually wonder if I'd be more with it at midnight. I'm just coming off a day of work here, so we actually both are literally almost just getting home from work and filming. So it's like I'm not even in official Sports Frenzy gear tonight. I'm in work clothes still.
Hey, I hear you. I did the exact same thing. I pulled in the driveway, quick set up my laptops, used the restroom, grabbed myself some water, and I quick threw on a jersey.
Look at you. Nice jersey. Anyway, so back to this game. We have the 2 wins, 4 losses Blissfield, which we talked about who they beat. And they are traveling to the 4 wins and 2 losses Hillsdale, who got a huge victory last week against Hudson.
Yep.
What's your thoughts on this one, Rose?
Going Hillsdale.
For our Hillsdale audience, I am going Hillsdale as well.
Next, Friday night game at, say it with me, crowd, 7 o'clock. We have the 6 wins, 0 losses, Ida, which I believe has already punched their playoff ticket, isn't it? Isn't it 6 wins?
Yes, I believe you're correct on that.
So Ida, I think, has punched their ticket. They're heading to the 5 wins and 1 loss Hudson.
Actually, well, no, it is. I think it's 6 for sure, yes, because I know, who am I thinking of? Sand Creek. Sand Creek has already punched their ticket as well, as far as I know, to be in the playoffs, because they're like 5-0 or 6-0.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's 6 wins guarantees you a playoff spot. 5 wins, you're on that cusp of making the playoffs, not making the playoffs. Because I think one year, Blissfield made the playoffs with 5 wins. So it just depends on, I don't know how they decided after that. But anyways, the 5 wins, 1 loss, Hudson. I am actually going to go with the home field advantage with Hudson. I know that last week, that loss to Hillsdale is really hurting Hudson. And I think Hudson's going to, excuse me, battle back this week. So I got Hudson.
Hudson's got a home field advantage. Hudson, jeez. Yeah. First of all, my sideline reporter, Rich Hollowell, shout out to you, would be ticked if I didn't pick them. Second of all, they're a Lenawee County team, so we're a Lenawee County show for the most part. Gotta go with Hudson as well. And next up, we have another 7 o'clock game tonight as well. This is crazy. Like, all of them are starting at 7 o'clock.
Oh, my gosh.
So, really, really when it comes down to in high school football, you kind of have to pick what game you want to go to.
Yep. Yep, you can't really go to multiple games unless you
have a family with a kid that plays for 2 teams. Then things get complicated.
I think at that point, I think your wife goes to one game and you go to another game.
I've seen that where mom goes to one game one week and dad goes the other game the other week, and then they change it up the following weeks.
Yep.
That's very complicated. And then what do you wear at home, Sport, you have to have, you're paying twice as much for all the clothing and gear because you got to do both sets for both parents.
Yeah, I don't know. Pray I never have that issue. I don't know.
I'm not sure why you would.
I don't know either. Anyways.
You live in one district, right?
Well, a school of choice, though, nowadays.
Right. So what's the closest other school to you?
Well, actually, there's a lot of schools in Holland, so we could do a lot of school choices to Holland. So I think where the house we're buying is West Ottawa, but you don't really send your kids to West Ottawa. It's not a very good school district. So then there's Holland. There's Holland Christian, which is like Lenawee Christian.
Wait, hold on. You don't even have kids yet. How do you know this is not a good school district?
You just know it. I've lived in Holland for 8 years, so I've had a lot of conversations with a lot of people, and they're just like, "Yeah, West Ottawa, you don't want to send your kids there, no." So, anyways, I'm not worrying about that right now. And even even if my wife had a baby tomorrow, they're still a little ways off yet till they have to worry about schools.
You have to decide that stuff early, though.
True. But anyways, we have the 3 wins, 3 losses Tecumseh. They are heading to the 3 wins and 3 losses. Ypsilanti Lincoln. I am going with Tecumseh.
I can say this. Isaac did go to quite a few different schools along our travels.
True.
He did end in Tecumseh, though, and that's where he graduated from. Therefore, I've got Tecumseh as well.
College football.
What's the sign for this one, Rose?
Oh boy. It's something up, right? And then football.
Very close, very close. One hand like this, other hand like this, and it goes up. NFL or college football.
Okay.
You got the football down.
Yeah, football's easy. I like football. It makes sense though too, because you're catching a football. You know what I learned this week? You know what the sign language for riding a bike is?
What? So you've actually been learning some sign language yourself?
I'm trying, yeah. I have a few people who are hearing impaired, and so I've been trying to pick up different signs.
So this is teacher. That's teacher.
Teacher?
Yep. Backpack. Go blue. Eat. I just lost my pen. Oh, wait. Cracker. This is cracker.
Cracker?
Cracker, yep.
Oh, boy.
Sand.
You're just busting out like all these random signs right now.
I know. You can tell we're working on signs in my room.
I can, yeah, because these are just very random. Next thing you're going to say like pizza or something. It's like, what? Where's pizza coming?
I should learn pizza since it is one of my favorite substances. I don't actually know pizza yet.
Uh-oh. Next week, your homework, Tim.
That's right. I will have pizza for you guys.
I look up sound effects for Sports Frenzy. You look up sign language.
All right, so we're into some college football. And we have 7 o'clock game on ESPN2. This is a late game under the lights for you folks at Rutgers. We have the 5 wins, 0 losses, ranked 4th in the nation. That's right, the 1, the only, the greatest college of all time. Go Blue! Michigan.
Go Blue!
Hail, hail to Michigan, the leaders and the best. Go Blue!
Go Blue! So while we're on Michigan, so I drive into work and they have on the radio station, I listen to 104.5. It's kind of like 92.5 for you guys. And they had an interesting debate.
Wait, what?
Huh?
What?
104.5.
On your way to work, you listen to a channel that's close to 92.5?
It's similar. I mean, like they play the same kind of music.
That's country music.
92.5?
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's Kiss
Isn't it?
FM.
Oh. Is it?
Yeah. It's not country. It's 92.5. It's the Toledo.
Okay. You
Trust
stumped me there for a second. I'm like, wait, what?
Trust me.
Jamie's gone country?
No, Jamie will never go country.
Never mind.
But anyways,
That-
they had a debate on there, and this girl is dating this guy, and they've been dating for 5 months. And apparently, he shows up last Saturday to a very nice restaurant for the girl's sister, wearing a Michigan football jersey. I mean, we're talking a very nice restaurant, like one where you generally overdress.
Right.
And so the debate was, at what age and when is it okay to wear football jerseys?
It's always okay to wear football jerseys.
No, it's not. No. No, like what I'm wearing right now, would you wear this to a very nice restaurant?
If it was Michigan game day, heck yeah.
Oh, no. No. Somebody actually called in and brought up a very good point. They said compromise is really good in relationships. She should go out and buy him a Michigan polo.
I would accept that as a reasonable request. I would wear a Michigan polo. I have a Michigan polo.
Yeah. I mean, we're talking about we're not talking about like an Applebee's or a Buffalo Wild Wings. We're talking about like you wear a shirt and tie and coats and your hair done nice.
Well, I would probably never go to a restaurant like that because immediately starting to eat my food, it's not going to look perfecto anymore because it doesn't matter how careful I am. I drop something on my shirt somewhere.
Yeah, it always happens, but anyway, sorry.
That's like I don't even put on my work shirt before when I'm brushing my teeth and stuff in the morning because it doesn't matter how careful I am. I'll get done and I'll be like all ready to go and I'll look down and be like, oh, come on, what is this?
And you got to change your shirt, and you got to change your pants, and anyways, sorry. Changing the subject again. Back to
yes,
picks.
It is always right. You can always wear a Michigan jersey. I don't know. I thought you were talking about like an age group of like where it's too young or too old to wear a jersey anymore. I'll be 101 and still break out my Michigan jersey.
No, and they said that, you know, if you're going to like a sports bar, you're going to a buddy's house, or you're going to go to the game, it's okay to wear a jersey. But if you're going out for, you know, a special occasion, you're not going to wear a jersey.
And you actually I love that. You actually got the new jersey already. That's pretty sweet.
No, this is the funny part is this is an old jersey.
So it's considered new again.
It is, yeah, because they went from Adidas back to Nike.
That's right.
You know how I got this jersey?
How?
When I quit working for the ISD, Hope Center got me that gift card to the mall.
Yeah, and that's what you bought?
Yeah, I bought this jersey. Yeah, it's
Sweet.
an authentic Michigan jersey.
Sweet.
Yep.
I love it. Looks
Yep.
great.
I think I've washed it once or twice in 8 years. That's how often I wear it. So, anyways, back to picks. This is a Saturday game at 7 p.m. on ESPN.
Whoa.
What?
We're still on the Michigan game. I never even said who they were playing.
Oh. Because it doesn't matter who they're playing.
Well, it doesn't. for us, but it might to somebody. So
Oh, sorry, everybody.
we got the world's greatest college, 5 wins, 0 losses, ranked 4th in the nation. They are traveling. This is their first road game of the season. 2 wins, 3 losses, Rutgers. And some people are actually saying it doesn't really matter who they're playing because one of the bets out there this week is, will Rutgers even score on Michigan? And how high will Michigan rake up the score against Rutgers?
I think that Rutgers will score, but I'm gonna go on a prediction. I'm gonna say Michigan wins. 34-7. I'm gonna say.
You know, I don't really like to make predictions because, you know, anything can happen. So I'm not a trash talker like that. I don't really like to do that because anything can happen. We could get all 5, 6, 7 of our quarterbacks hurt, or somebody could be busted up and the game could be over, you know? So
That's true. I'm not trying to trash talk. I'm just saying a prediction is all I'm saying.
I mean, there are people there's a lot of trash talking that goes on these days, but I don't like to do that because I know the unpredictable can happen and has. I mean, look way back when Appalachian State beat us. So
Yep.
that's a scar, a scratch.
Well, hey, Michigan State people can't really say anything either. Look who they lost to last week, Indiana.
I think Michigan State's done trash talking because they know their team isn't where it needs to be anymore. So I think the end is near for State. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Did you see that video was it last week? No, it was it their first loss or their second loss? They somehow I don't know if he really did disappear in the crowd. They wanted to get up,
yeah, I did.
they made him disappear.
Yep.
Where Coach Antonio just disappears.
I think he kind of quietly went back in the locker room, but I think they edited the footage so it made it appear like he just disappeared. So
Spontaneously combust or something.
Yeah. So, well, now moving on to the next pick. This is a Saturday game at 7 p.m. on ESPN. We have the 5 wins, 0 losses, ranked 1 in the nation, Alabama. They are heading to Arkansas, 4 wins, 1 loss, ranked 16th in the nation. I have to go with the undefeated Alabama.
Yeah, I got Alabama as well. All right, next up we have a Saturday game, 8 o'clock on ABC. This game is the 3 wins and 2 losses. Looking pretty rough this year. Ranked 23rd in the nation, Florida State.
Ouch.
Former powerhouse there. They are traveling to the 4 wins, 0 losses, ranked 10th in the nation, the Miami Hurricanes. Now, Jamie, I'm wondering if this game's going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
Florida has got a huge hurricane coming at them as we record. It's supposed to be there within the next hour or so. So I'm very curious. I don't think there's any flights coming in and out. I mean, even if it is, well, and I don't know if they're, people are hunkering down. So I'm wondering if this game's going to get discontinued or relocated or even be able to be played Saturday night.
Well, it is in Miami. I'll pull up the weather map here. Let's see about the.
I mean, I know they're looking at in the next. We record on Thursday night here, so they're saying Florida's going to get hit by around 7 o'clock, and I know they were saying the winds are already up to 120 miles an hour. In the world was that?
Like I said, I'm pulling it up right now. It looks from what this map is showing right now, Miami I don't think they're going to get the brunt of it. They look like they're in they're saying Miami will get an inch of rain. But it looks like the hurricane's going to hit Vero Beach, Daytona Beach, and Jacksonville the worst, as it looks like right now. Be that area that it's going to hit. So it might happen.
Where's Florida State located?
Well, this is in Miami. So Miami's going to...
But I'm thinking for team traveling.
Oh. We'll ask Google. Where is Florida State located?
Siri, where is Florida State at?
Tallahassee.
Okay, I found this on the web for Siri. Where is Florida State at?
All right.
It's over by Alabama.
So this game probably will take place then.
Yeah. If anything, they would probably move it to Florida State maybe, but Miami's not.
I don't know. I would think they'd have to find a neutral because it's not a Florida State home game, so they wouldn't just be like, all right, let's go play at Florida State.
Yeah. I don't know. We shall see. Stay tuned. Like a lot like our baseball games, they sometimes get postponed due to rain. That's happened before where due to weather or unknown factors, games have been postponed or canceled.
Yeah, because obviously a hurricane's going to stop a football game. But, football, they play in the rain and stuff, but hurricanes do have ungodly amount of wind, and it will include thunder and lightning. So anytime there's lightning involved, the game gets called, like right now. So what are you thinking for this one, Rose?
I'm going to go with Miami. And also, I still don't know how Florida State is ranked with a 3-2 record.
I hear you. I mean, they have not been playing good ball. I've kind of tried to catch bits and pieces of their games, and it's just like not fun to watch for them right now. I'm going Miami as well.
All right, bear with me for 1 second here. I got to do a few things. Let's see. We first have we're going to go with this.
Hey, as long as we're still recording, that's all we can do.
Lots of going on, lots of going on, lots of going on.
It's our first three-point bonus game. It's our first three-point bonus game. Oh yeah, it's our first three-point bonus game. Yeah.
So this is the squeaker game and the 3-point bonus game. It's been a while since we had both on the same.
Like 2 weeks ago, Rose.
It wasn't on the same game, was it?
Yeah. Look back on your schedule.
No.
You had one game that was a 3-point bonus game and a...
No, it was my upset special.
Oh, was it? Your upset special?
But I'm flipping.
I'm just dropping the ball on all these tonight.
That's okay. We're used to it. Oh.
Oh!
Oh, sorry. I had to go there. Oh. Da-da-da.
What the?
Nope.
What's happened?
Anyways, we have a 3:30 p.m.
Heel on me or what?
3:30 p.m. on Saturday, and this game can be seen on CBS. We have the 5 wins, 0 losses, ranked 9th in the nation, Tennessee, They are heading to the 5 wins, 0 losses, ranked 8th in the nation, Texas A&M. And I'm going to go with Tennessee, and I have no idea why. I'm just gut feeling it right now.
And you think this is going to be a squeaker game, huh? Man, Tennessee, yeah, they've been off to a pretty fiery good start. Can't underestimate those Texas boys either. They like to play football in Texas. Ugh. Man. Should I do eeny, meeny, miny, mo?
That's kind of what I did. I went with my my gut feeling.
This is going to be a good game. This might be one worth watching, actually. All right. I've thought about it long enough. I'm going to go Tennessee for the win as well, just because they've been on such a roll. Tennessee for me.
Tennessee.
All right, this next game is a 3:30 game. Wow, it's not even televised this week?
Nope.
Wow.
It might be on the Big Ten Network, but when I last looked...
It might be.
Yeah, I'll look here in 1 second.
All right. We have the 2 wins and 3 losses, BYU. And they are traveling to the 2 wins and 2 losses, Michigan State. Will Sparty have redemption this week?
Just because they're home, I'm going to go with MSU. But like you said last week, you don't have a lot of hope in Michigan State. I'm saying the same thing, but I'm going to go with Michigan State.
Well, BYU has 1 extra loss, so I don't think this is going to be a team that would upset them. Who'd they lose to? I forget.
Indiana.
Indiana, that was an upset.
And flipping back real quick, because I think we've had all of Michigan State.
We did. That's why I was asking.
They beat Notre Dame. They Wisconsin.
That's right, Wisconsin.
Yep, and Indiana. So Wisconsin and Indiana are their losses.
All right. So I don't see a 2 and 3 team beating them. I'll go Michigan State this week as well.
And your last college football game for our sheets this week, we have a Saturday game at 3 p.m. on CBS SN. The 5 wins, 0 losses, ranked 6th in the nation, Houston. They're heading to the 3 wins, 1 loss, Navy. I'm going with Houston.
Five wins, 0 losses. Ranked 6th, Houston. Navy's only played 4 games compared to everybody else's.
They had probably a bye in there. Well, Miami's only 4-0.
That's true. That's true.
Michigan State's they've only played 4 games. They had a bye in there. They had an early bye.
What if Houston is a... All right, I know I'm being a pain in the butt, but tell me who Navy lost to.
Oh, Tim.
I would think they'd be able to totally dominate any regular. That's why I kind of want to know who they lost to.
Oh, boy. You're fired, Tim.
These picks are challenging, Rose.
They are.
These are for the belts, man. There's a part of me that wants to stand behind the Navy, you know?
Oh, I do too, but I got to go with the undefeated team. Navy scores. All right, here we go. They have played Fordham, UConn, Navy. They lost to Air Force.
Oh.
So far the 4 teams they've played, Fordham I've never heard of before, UConn I've heard of, Tulua, and then Navy plays East Carolina, Memphis, USF, Notre Dame, Tulsa, SMU, and then Army's always the last game of the season. So they don't have a real strong schedule.
Siri, show me the University of Houston's record, please.
Houston is currently 5-0.
Yeah, they are, but I want to know who they beat. Oh, wow. So this is actually... Wait. So
Houston.
Navy's in their division, actually, and Navy is actually right behind them on the record.
Houston beat third-ranked Oklahoma, Lamar, Cincinnati, Texas State, UConn, and then at the end of the season here, they'll play Louisville.
I'm sorry, Navy. I really wanted to support you, but I better go with Houston on this one. They've had a little bit tougher schedule, it looks like.
Oh, little NHL.
What?
I think it's time to roll some NHL footage.
Roll it!
Roll it! Whoa! That was awesome.
What was? I think I finally got that down a little bit.
You've been practicing all season off, haven't you?
No, not really, but it looked pretty good.
It did.
I only got my computer slightly wet.
Hey, that's okay. Computers are waterproof, right?
Oh, absolutely.
First NHL game of the year. This is
Hockey.
Oh,
Got the sign for hockey for you guys. It's a curved finger on a flat surface. Your other hand, hockey.
my other hand. Does it matter the hand?
No, it don't matter. Hand.
Oh,
You could do hockey this way, I guess, probably. I think. That's what I say. But you know me, I know sign language. I'm no sign language expert. I think, I don't know.
let's go Wings.
I guess hands are important, so
They are.
I'll find
First,
out and make sure if that's the correct way or not for you guys by the next show. Is this officially hockey season, Rose, or are we still in preseason here?
preseason, but hockey is starting very, very soon here. Darn, I knew you were going to ask me that, Tim.
You did? What I asked you?
When I already know what the next question is. When does the regular season start, Jamie? I don't know, Tim. That's a great question. Let me look that up.
It's like ESP or something.
It's kind of crazy how that works.
Professor X, Jamie, what is the next? When does hockey season start? While he's looking that up for you guys, I guess I could give you what this first game is. 7 p.m. game on the 7th, which is that Saturday or Sunday?
Friday.
Oh. It's a Friday game. Detroit will be on the road. That's right. Our beloved Detroit Red Wings. They have, so far in preseason, they have 4 wins, 1 loss, and 1 overtime loss. So, not bad. And I know they've been making their cuts or reassignments throughout the week. Oh, excuse me. They're traveling to the 2 wins, 1 loss, and 1 overtime loss, the Toronto Maple Leafs. I think it's obvious Rose and I are both Red Wing fans. Go Red Wings.
Let's go Red Wings. Let's go Red Wings.
Final season at the Joe, folks.
It is. Your end of the regular or end of the preseason will be Sunday, October 9th. The start of the regular season will be Wednesday, October 12th. The Red Wings' first game, regular season game, will be Thursday, October 13th at 7:30 p.m., and it is against the Tampa Bay Lightning, the team that knocked them out of the playoffs.
Oh. Mary is going to be so excited that I can add hockey into the mix of sports we like to watch now. I think if it comes right down to it right now, folks, though, if there was a hockey game on Sunday at the same time the Lions are playing, I'd probably be watching the hockey game before I'll be watching the Lions play.
I love the Fox Sports Go app. I actually last night turned on the Red Wings and watched some preseason Red Wings.
It's been a while since you've been able to watch any Wings.
Yep.
So, you know, Rose and I both got the Wings.
We do. Next up, this is also a Friday night game. At 10 p.m., we have the 3 wins, the 3 losses, 0 overtime losses, the Dallas Stars. They're heading to L.A. to face the Kings. Also a 3 wins, 3 losses, 0 overtime losses. I'm going to go with the Kings.
Give me the Kings as well.
Oh, man. Perfect for hockey.
right, we're moving into some playoff baseball action, correct?
Yes.
Strike three, you're out.
Oh, take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the park. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if we ever come back, so it's root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the ball game. And it's 3 strikes for the Tigers because they are gone. But good news, sports fans, if you're a huge fan of our current coach, Coach Brad, he's back for another season. That's right. He did some great things for us this year. And everybody was cheering as soon as they made that decision. Brad
But the Detroit Free Press has already come out and said that the Tigers made a huge mistake. They should have done 2 things, or 2 options. 1, if they're going to keep him, sign him to a multi-year contract. Or 2, get rid of him. This keeping him on for another year.
Yeah, they just gave him a contract extension, right?
Oh, they had an option year, and this is the option year, so they just picked up his option. Which it's basically saying to the team and everybody else, we're not real sure if we're going to keep him for another year. We might not, but we just don't want to sign him for a long-term deal. Kind of.
We're going to give him a short leash next season, and then we might get rid of him partway through the season if things don't turn around.
Yeah. I agree with the Detroit Free Press, though. Either get rid of him or sign him to a multi-year deal. We'll keep him for another year. Anyways, first up we have Friday night game at 4:30 p.m. on TBS. We have the 93 wins, 69 losses. The Boston Red Sox, they're heading to Cleveland to face the Indians. 94 wins, 67 losses. I'm going with Boston.
I'm going with Boston as well.
Because isn't it Big Poppy's last year there?
I believe so, yes. And I don't like Cleveland.
I don't either.
3 points. 3 points. It's your 3-point bonus game. All right, we have the 91. Oh, this is a what is that? 5:30 game on FS1.
Yep. On Friday. I'm sorry.
91. Yeah, I didn't say Friday. 91 wins, 71 losses. The LA Dodgers. They're traveling to the 95 wins, 67 losses. The Washington Nationals. I got the LA Dodgers.
I also have the Dodgers.
All right, check it out. N F L. Is it L? But I can't remember. Oh, it's this, I think. L. It's not all the fingers. Football.
First up, we have a Sunday game at 1 p.m., and you can see this wonderful game on Fox. We have the undefeated, the 3-0 Philadelphia Eagles. They're heading to Detroit to face the 1 win, 3 losses, the Detroit Pussycats. I'm going with the Eagles.
I got the Eagles as well. They're one of my favorite football teams. One of my backup teams.
For when our Lions are doing so great.
It's not Stafford's fault, though.
Nope.
Another coach that should be on the chopping block.
Yep.
All right, next up, we have another 1 o'clock game on Sunday. Isn't that weird? All these NFL games kind of start at the same time as well. We have a 1 o'clock game on Sunday on CBS. Just CBS, not CBS Sports, CBS. You have the 3 wins and 1 loss. The Houston Texans, they are traveling to the 4 wins and 0 losses. The Minnesota Vikings.
I'm going with the Vikings.
Gotta go with the Vikings.
Next up, Sunday game at 4:05 p.m. on Fox. The 3 wins, 1 loss, the Atlanta Falcons. Which reminds me, I have a... I don't know why I just did that. They're traveling to Denver to face the Broncos, the 4-0 Denver defending Super Bowl champs, the Denver Broncos. I'm going with the Broncos.
Better have a horse sound, too. No horse sound? How unprepared, Rose. Those sound tech people.
They're... Oh, I got this, though.
Who would you go with? The Broncos? 'Cause
Yeah.
Well, this next game we have.
You have the Broncos too?
Yeah, Broncos for me.
Okay.
This next game we have a 4:25 kickoff Sunday, CBS. So this game will take place right after the Houston Minnesota game. We have the 2 wins and 2 losses, the Cincinnati Bengals. And you have the 3 wins and 1 loss, the Dallas Cowboys. Is that right? Dallas has only lost 1 game with that new quarterback they have?
I guess, yeah.
Wow. Man. What do you think? I don't know. I think you got to almost pick Dallas in this one, even though I don't like them.
Nope, I'm not. I'm going with Cincinnati.
You going to go Bengals? 2-2.
I hate Dallas. Let's see. Dallas has beaten the Redskins, the Bears, and the 49ers. So I think they're... And they lost to the Giants. I don't think they're as good as their record lets on. And then the Bengals... Let's see. Beat the Dolphins. They lost to the Broncos. Lost to the Steelers, and they beat the Jets. So I think it's kind of one... I don't know. I'm going with the Bengals.
I hate Dallas too, really. But because they got a rookie quarterback, I'm going to go with Dallas this week. Just to try and, I don't know. just because we've picked all the same games this week. I have no other justifiable reason other than we'll change it up for one game just to make it a little interesting for us. Go Blue!
NASCAR this week is going to be a...
Turbo! Oh, sorry. That's Power Rangers.
Oh. I was like, what? I thought you were about ready to bust out sign language for NASCAR.
Oh, no. I haven't looked up NASCAR yet. That's another one I got to look up.
NASCAR this week is a Saturday race, actually, at 7 p.m., and you can see it on NBC. And it is at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Go Blue. I'm going Kevin Harvick. I'm already penciling in your pick.
Who's my pick?
Am I right?
Kyle Busch.
I knew it.
He got me a win last week. So I got to go Kyle Busch again.
I'm going Kevin Harvick. That leads us into some info. But wait.
No, not info.
That's right. We have our new tradition.
WWE pay-per-view.
The WWE World Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. New Day Rocks. New Day Rocks.
And they're not even at this pay-per-view.
No, they're not. This is a SmackDown pay-per-view. This is becoming our new tradition. Every 2 weeks, we're going to have a pay-per-view, apparently, for you.
You know, well, and it's because we here at Sports Frenzy requested it, because we wanted to give you more wrestling. We personally talked to Vince McMahon and said, you know what? Could you please give us a pay-per-view every 2 weeks? That would really help our show.
Yep.
And, of course, he thought, that's a great idea, guys.
I can make more money.
That's right.
So this pay-per-view is it is Sunday at 8 p.m. and you can see it on
Sunday.
And you can see it on the WWE Network. It
For
will be
$9.99 a month, and get your first month free.
This pay-per-view will be at Sacramento, California, and it is No Mercy.
Ooh.
I love how they're bringing back the old names of old pay-per-views. It's been a while since we had a No Mercy pay-per-view, and now it's come back. The last pay-per-view was Clash of the Clans, I believe, which was a WCW pay-per-view.
Clash of the Titans, right?
No, that's a movie.
Oh. Wait, yeah, Clash of the... Anyway, yeah. So with every other week being a pay-per-view, you have to bring back a bunch of old names.
Yep. So the first...
Soon be able to add some TNA pay-per-view names in there. Because it sounds like Vince McMahon is this close or already has purchased the complete video library of TNA.
Yep. You can. It sounds like soon here you'll be able to watch the entire library of TNA on the WWE Network. Forbes magazine just posted that apparently Vince has bought the entire library there. So I would think that means that soon here, that's going to be the next deal. Is owning all that. So
You're gonna have a. I don't know if you'll have a TNA invasion. I think reason why he bought it is because of all the superstars past and present. Material is there.
mm-hmm.
So like all your TNA guy or all your well, for example, AJ Styles, all his stuff, all his TNA stuff will be there, and people want to see more of his
Samoa
stuff.
Joe, Bobby Roode, Austin Aries, Eric Young, all those guys. Yeah.
They're also saying, as long as we're talking about before we get into the pay-per-view, that TNA is not going to die, the entity anyway. It sounds like Billy Corgan, he's keeping the time slot on TV, and they're just going to rebrand it, and he's going to start from scratch. So, but what I find interesting, though, is I would assume, because for a while, in the very beginning of the TNA years, they had one of the classic belts. It was one of the original districts or areas belts as their titles. Well, TNA now has all their own titles, so I'm wondering if McMahon takes claim of all those titles as well.
I don't know. It might be just. I have a feeling the deal's just the video. Probably like they made a deal where Vince now owns footage from this date to this date of TNA footage. I have a feeling it's not going to be any future pay-per-views.
Right, and they were saying, though, that from what I got from the discussion so far, is that but TNA, they won't have the name TNA anymore. So I don't know if that name goes with all that material that's going to McMahon or what.
So it might be up to last week's TNA show.
Yeah, it might be up to the final TNA show, if there is a final TNA show. I don't even know how they're doing that yet.
Anyways, got off topic there a little bit.
It's wrestling. We're still on topic.
Yeah, we are. The first match here is a crazy thing, a triple threat matches. We never see those in WWE anymore. Seems like every pay-per-view has at least one triple threat match. They should come up with a pay-per-view called the Triple Threat pay-per-view.
Don't give them any ideas. They probably will.
Yeah. First up, we have
somebody already said, yeah, that was a three-way match, but I'm still entitled to my rematch. Was it Seth Rollins? Somebody said that one time. He was in a three-way match for the title, and he's like, yeah, that's fine. You want to do a three, but that doesn't mean I don't get another singles title shot because of the fact that I had a rematch in my clause. So it doesn't matter if you bring in somebody else. Down the road, if I don't win this, I'm still going to get a match as a singles competition. So that's kind of the way they're working things now as well.
I don't know who that was.
Might have been Seth. I'm not sure about that.
Might have been. It sounds like something he'd complain about. Anyways, we have the phenomenal AJ Styles versus, who is the, by the way, the WWE World Heavyweight Champion.
I don't have any. I didn't get these pictures printed. Sorry, guys.
That's good right there. The phenomenal AJ Styles, which is right in the center there. To the left of him, you have John Cena, which I'm sure you all know. And then... versus the former World Heavyweight Champion, the Lunatic Fringe, Dean Ambrose.
I never thought Dean Ambrose should have lost this match anyway. I love Dean Ambrose as the champion. I love Dean Ambrose. I love his attitude still. He's very much, rather they clashed in their interview or not, he's like this generation's Stone Cold in a sense.
Yeah.
He's got that I don't care attitude. I'm going to do what I want to do attitude. I don't see him winning this match, but that's
and
just
I don't see Cena winning either because he's already come out and flat out said that he's a part-time wrestler now.
Did he say that?
I heard that in an interview I read a report that now you're going to see him not as often because he's going to be busy with different projects, so he's going to become a part-time wrestler.
Oh, see, now I was going to go with him because they're talking about so much how he's going to be tying with or
Nope.
breaking.
I read that he will tie Flair's record at WrestleMania this year.
Oh, really?
Yep. I'm going AJ Styles.
Man,
You can.
I don't want AJ to keep
You got to
it
remember, those wrestling sites are not always accurate, though.
Yeah, they're pretty accurate most of the time. At least some of them. Some of them are completely turning into junk. They're just making up stuff anymore. With all that information you just fed me, I guess I'm going to go with AJ Styles' home title as well.
AJ Styles, too, huh?
Yeah.
Next up, we have a match that looks familiar from, I believe, SummerSlam, but it never happened. We have the Viper, Randy Orton, versus Bray Wyatt. As you recall, this match didn't happen because Orton was actually injured. I believe he had a concussion. So they made up some reason why the match didn't happen. So I believe SummerSlam, it was Bray Wyatt versus Kane. But I am going to go Randy Orton.
They have been battling back and forth for the last few weeks now. On this is Raw, right? No, this is
SmackDown.
SmackDown. Sorry, they've been battling back and forth on SmackDown lately. Past couple of weeks, Randy Orton has pretty much tapped into his darker side and invaded Bray's crib, so to speak. Well, this week on SmackDown, Randy Orton stole Bray's chair, and he had it in a storage unit. And so when Bray went to find his storage unit, Randy Orton locked him in the storage unit and was like, "How you like that? Now the hunter has become the hunted." Well, later on, when Randy Orton went back to get him out of the thing, he was gone. And through the all of SmackDown, for most of SmackDown, Bray at first was freaking out and slamming on things and everything. And at one point, so to make him even freak, he just sat in his chair and started rocking and kind of like meditating and laughing and stuff. So then when Randy Orton went back and opened it up to get him, he was no longer there. Ooh. The eerie, mystical Bray Wyatt. Somebody blew him out.
I'm going to go Randy Orton, though.
I got to go with Randy Orton for the win this time around as well, too.
Your last pay-per-view match for our sheets this week, we have the Intercontinental Champion, The Miz, versus Dolph Ziggler. And apparently if Dolph Ziggler does not... Is it win the match or is it win the title?
Well, it is for the title.
Yeah, I know, but if let's say he loses by disqualification, but he wins the match, does Dolph Ziggler still lose his career? Because basically, if Dolph Ziggler doesn't win, whether it's the title or the match, he has to quit, doesn't he?
Yeah, his career is on the line, hence the reason why he was bringing this week on SmackDown. SmackDown recap right here on Sports Frenzy. The Miz was bringing back people in his life, his spanning of his sucky career, as The Miz put it, basically. And he said he's been unsuccessful. Well, he brought back the Spirit Squad this past week, 2 members of the Spirit Squad. So it's all or nothing for this. I believe he has to win the title because I think that's what he wanted. He told Miz he needs to put up the title one more time, and he would put his career on the line.
I'm going with Dolph Ziggler. I think...
Got to go with Dolph Ziggler as well because they're not... Obviously, he's not leaving.
No.
He's extremely popular, and he makes some really cool movies on WWE. So
heck yeah. me see here. Real quick, I'll see if I can get you guys a couple information. I know the show's running a little long this week.
That's fine. We haven't had a good show in a while. Nobody cares.
Well, hopefully we're having a good show and not having technical difficulties like we have the past few weeks. Rose vigorously, furiously typing quickly.
I do believe, too, and I'm sorry I forgot to mention this earlier, but I believe it's Adrian's homecoming week. So come on, shout it out, Adrian. Let's go. Let's go. Homecoming for Adrian this week. Give a shout out, Adrian High School. Give a shout out, Adrian Middle School. There you go. There you go. Let me hear you. A little louder, little louder, little louder. And now down, and down, down. There we go. For our friends that might have sensory issues, we got to bring it back now.
First up, the Washington Redskins cornerback Josh Norman was fined $10,000 for shooting an imaginary bow and arrow
from the sideline. He was on the sideline. He wasn't even in the game. Not even in the game. It continues to show the NFL stands for the No Fun League.
I think this happened yesterday. Coach of ESPN interviewed Bill Goldberg, and could Bill Goldberg make an in-ring return? And I quote, Bill Goldberg says, "I really want to do it, but reality-wise, is it smart for me to do?" Goldberg was talking about how he's 49 years old and physically, can he do it and that kind of stuff. And then in the interview, he asked him, well, who are some guys you'd want to face? And he said, oh man, there's a whole bunch of guys, a long list of guys I'd love to face. But he's like, obviously, I probably owe Brock. Quiet on the set. WWE reportedly purchased TNA Video Library. TNA rebranding under Billy Corgan.
Who knows out there? Who knows who Billy Corgan is?
I do.
Who's Billy Corgan, love?
Billy Corgan.
Offset. Touching base. Billy Corgan is Billy Corgan, yes. But who is he and where's he from? Jamie knows. She's speechless, Rose.
What are we talking about?
Who Billy Corgan is? She's speechless, Rose. Let her know who it is.
Smashing Pumpkins.
That's right. He is the lead guy from Smashing Pumpkins. It's a pug on the set.
It is.
It's a boogie woogie on the set. Say hi to the frenzy audience, Zeke.
Sad news, UFC fighter Josh Saman, I think I butchered his last name, which I always butcher names, passed away at the age of 28 after spending nearly a week in a coma. I think they said that it's due to drug overdoses. Congratulations goes out to Brie Bella and Daniel Bryant. Brie Bella is pregnant.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
The big Michigan-Ohio State football game will be...
I wonder when the baby's born and if it'll be born to, like, his music.
The big Michigan-Ohio State football game will be at noon on November 26th, and it can be seen on ABC or ESPN.
Go Blue!
Go Blue. Sad news regarding the historical Joe Louis Arena. Tim's not going to be happy about this one. The arena... when they're done with the arena this season, all the seats will be sold. All the Red Wing memorabilia, the banners, statues, that kind of stuff will stay with the Red Wings. Everything else, gone.
So I wonder if you can at least get out there and get some of the rubble, maybe. I don't know. You'd have to sneak out there, I bet.
Probably the same kind of thing as the Tiger Stadium.
Well, the thing is, Tiger Stadium, they left everything. Like, they didn't take anything. At least they're taking some stuff out of the Joe.
Well, the way the Tiger Stadium was torn down, don't ask me how I know this information. This is how much of a geek I am, I guess. The way it was demolished was they had bids to construction companies or demolished companies, and whoever came in with the lowest bid won the bid.
Well, how close is, not to interrupt you, but how close is Joe Louis to a freeway or an expressway or anything? Is it pretty close?
Oh, yeah.
So, okay, so they're going to have to tear it down then.
One sec.
Be-
Joe Louis Arena map.
Because I know with Tiger Stadium, one of the things they ran into is they couldn't implode it like they do other buildings because it was too close to an expressway.
Yep. This is what I want.
But man, I mean, Tiger Stadium, when they walked away from there, I mean, they left stuff in lockers. It was like, I mean, if you could get in there before everybody started the demos and everything, you could have got some real great pieces of history in there.
I believe it's 10. Runs directly along Joe Louis Arena.
Then they're going to have to tear it down.
Yeah.
Physically. So that makes it even more painful because then you can see them smashing the place. I mean, people from around the world came and were like standing there at Tiger Stadium. Old Tigers, guys that don't even live around here anymore. They weren't allowed in, but they would go to the fence and try and look in. And
I know the the last game at Joe Louis Arena this year is sold out already. Which is funny to me because we have playoffs still.
Right.
So I mean, even if you got tickets to that last home game there in the regular season, you still have playoff tickets. You know, I mean, are people out thinking, oh, the Red Wings aren't going to make the playoffs this year? So, but anyways, when they tore down Tiger Stadium, the company that won the bid to tear down Tiger Stadium said they would do it for free. And the reason was so they could get all the scrap metal. And
scrap metal at the time was going for a lot of money.
Yep.
And they ended up losing a great deal of money when they halted demolition, when part of the Navin Field part of it was still there, because there was a fight over. Finally, somebody was actually trying to save part of the stadium, and it was going for a while. So they took a big loss when they got to the final parts of that because the material wasn't worth as much money. It was kind of cool. When it was too bad you couldn't have got out there, Rose. But when Chris and Jason and I got out there, this was before the Navin Field crew had started mowing the lawn out there and stuff already, but they weren't able to do a lot of like the actual outfield yet because they left quite a bit of rubble.
Yeah.
Some like metal and stuff. So I got some stuff like here at the house.
Oh, that's cool.
From going through the rubble. We walked out there and we were just finding stuff. So I got like pieces of the actual cement. I've got some cement pieces that have like some of the metal in it. I've got an old piece of wood that had to be something there at one time or another.
Huh.
So I got some historical pieces, kind of in a sense. I feel like I've got a piece of Tiger Stadium. That's what I'm happy about.
Hey, there you go.
And I got the pitcher's mound, some of the pitcher's mound dirt too. So
Purdue's.
I went to the outfield. And got some of that dirt, some of the baseline dirt.
Oh, heck yeah.
because that's still some of the true baseline there.
Purdue's football field, I don't know if it's their practice field or their main field, had a massive sinkhole.
That's one way to stop a touchdown.
Yeah.
It'd be like Mario going into one of those tunnels.
I'm going to butcher his name. Justin Abelkaker was named the assistant captain to the Detroit Red Wings. He's from Muskegon, Michigan. And I think that's all I got for you guys this week.
All right. We got a good long show for you guys. Hopefully it all records well. Everything goes great, guys. Thanks for sticking with us. We appreciate and love you all. It's always great to have a couple of knuckleheads who like to talk sports be loved by so many. I'm the coach. Be blessed, everyone. Get out there and enjoy your weekend. Enjoy some sports action or whatever you like to do on the weekend. He's my partner in crime.
I'm Jamie.
The Rose Man, Jamie. And it's number 8, classic throwback, now new again, Michigan jersey. Go Blue!